And now some lovely leisure software comes under the beady eye of our hand-picked pundits in this week's reviews. Tonight we bandy about obscure terms like the mystic spell of castigation as we look at role-playing games. First up, the console conversion of Dungeon Master. 20 characters and 14 levels conspire to kick in Lord Chaos.
Unlike real role-playing games, you don't need your friends to come around and help you play. You can simply sit there and play with yourself, which is an especially favourite pastime of mine.
It's been so successful because it's so playable and so user-friendly, but to be honest, it's beginning to show its age.
Since there isn't any other game like it on the Super NES, RPG fans will probably jump at it.
Next up, in Final Fantasy II, monsters rule the world. Find the crystals that control them and they won't any longer.
After playing it for a while, I was actually quite into it. The reason being it's got a marvellous script and quite an ingenious plot.
It's quite large, but it's not very hard, and any above-average games player is going to walk through it pretty quickly.
The Legend of Zelda wipes the floor with this game. Kaplunk wipes the floor with this game.
In cyberspace, an evil multinational runs a city in the future. There's a million different characters, you are one of them.
Millions of people, millions of places, millions of puzzles. In fact, there's only one thing I can think of that's larger.
Cyberspace is a bit daunting and can probably only be recommended to PC users who have had experience of RPGs in the past.
To lessen your heartache at our imminent departure, we have exclusive previews of what will undoubtedly be the two hottest Amiga games of the summer. First up, a long time ago when I was still in shorts, there was a classic shoot-'em-up on the C64 called Uridium. Andrew Braybrook, the game's Wunder programmer, comes up with a sequel over 10 years later.
This one involves the return of these giant dreadnought-type spaceships, and they have to be attacked by a lone Manta craft. The Manta, instead of landing on the ship, transforms into a robot which smashes through the surface, and you continue the battle inside the spaceship. Project X, I've been playing that a lot. I really do enjoy playing that game, but it only scrolls very slowly. This time, it's the whole screen that's moving very, very quickly, and I think that's very important. We really are going for high speed this time.
Before sensible soccer exploded onto the scene, Kickoff 2 was everybody's favourite footballing fantasy. The game's designer, Dino Dini, is about to restake his claim to soccer supremacy with goal.
Things that it brings into the game that weren't in Kickoff 2 are, for example, acceleration and deceleration of players, and screen flipping, and you can switch between a close-up view of the pitch or a far-out view of the pitch. The goalkeepers are very intelligent, but a greater realism has been introduced in that goalkeepers have their own attributes. Every team's goalkeeper will behave in a slightly different way. In Kickoff 2 and Kickoff, the control system was difficult to master as far as dribbling was concerned. In goal, when you're running slowly, it is far easier to control the ball when you're running quickly. It makes it easier for people who are starting out on the game for the first time.
Finally, Electronic Arts, the king of the sports sims, are about to bring out Michael Jordan in Flight. To show why this will be the most realistic basketball game ever, here's a peek into the making of the game.
This game provides so many camera angles, like a sports broadcast, that in order to make these guys look 3D on the court, we have to shoot them from all the angles they might be seen from. And because of the 3D angles, you may see the action that the cameraman sees because he can zoom in from any angle, which is what this game allows you to do. It's a complete three-dimensional representation of the game of basketball.
Once Michael and the other characters have been filmed in every single position, it was time to put the film into the game.
And once we get the real, real video footage in there that we shot today, it's going to look, as close as it can to real TV. Those principles you taught us about defensive fundamentals, we can put that stuff in.
Jump in your face.